Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the sky.
तो हेलो 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 चैप्स, कैसे हो आप सब। मैं वापस आ चुका हूँ एक और न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम के साथ। वापस 2 दिन बाद आया हूँ। थोड़ा रेस्ट पे था क्योंकि बहुत दिन से लगातार स्ट्रीम कर रहा था, लेकिन आ चुके हैं हम लोग फाइनली। और फिर से मैं खेल रहा हूँ गंशिन इम्पैक्ट, जैसे कि आप लोग जानते ही हो। और आज हम लोग जाएंगे इनाजुमा पे, क्योंकि मैंने पिछले स्ट्रीम पे इनाजुमा मैंने खोल दिया था और मैं वहाँ तक पहुँच गया था। अब वहाँ से जर्नी मेरी स्टार्ट होगी इनाजुमा की। तो चलते हैं। अभी स्टार्ट पे हैं। थोड़ा बहुत मैं क्वेस्ट कर रहा था, मैंने अभी साइड क्वेस्ट कर लिए सारे। और अभी मेरा एक स्टोरी मोड खुला है, जो कि ये शायद पता नहीं किसका है। केला वेला नाम है उसका, केला नाम है, केले नाम है, पता नहीं, केले नाम है, केले। इसका खुल गया था, तो मैंने कहा कि चलो खोल ही देते हैं। तो इसका मैंने खोल दिया था। इसका करेंगे लेकिन अभी नहीं। बाकी तुम लोग बताओ, इसको ऑफलाइन करना है कि स्ट्रीम पे करना है, नहीं पता, लेकिन इसको करेंगे, ठीक है। और देखते हैं। बाकी इन दोनों का भी है, मुझे लग रहा है ये वही है, द डियर चैम्बर रिटर्निंग क्वेस्ट। ये वही क्वेस्ट है जो मैंने किया था थोड़ी देर पहले। ये पता नहीं क्यों ये दोबारा दिखा रहा है मुझे कि अनलॉक्ड है, पर ये मैंने कर लिया है। उसके बाद ये फालतू कह रहे हैं। बाकी ये सब है, बाकी ये सब स्टोरी क्वेस्ट है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया। देखते हैं ये क्या होगा, शायद जब करेक्टर मिल जाएगा तब। और हाँ, एक चीज़ और, मैं 2 दिन पहले खेल रहा था जब ऑफलाइन, तो मुझे एक करेक्टर मिला। और करेक्टर मैं दिखाता हूँ कौन सा है मेरे पास। एक सेकेंड, मुझे पास करेक्टर है यूजीन। मेरे पास फाइनली यूजीन आ चुकी है। तो देखते हैं कि यूजीन से क्या करना। लेकिन यूजीन का मेरा अभी कोई काम नहीं है, क्योंकि यूजीन किसी भी पार्टी में बैठ नहीं रही है मेरी। तो मैं इसको रखा हूँ अभी किनारे। अभी इसको अपडेट वगैरह कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं अभी। इसका वेट कर रहा हूँ। ये अगर मुझे मिल जाता तो सही है, नहीं तो ये अगर मिल जाती है शेना, तो ये भी बढ़िया है। बाकी देखते हैं। और मैंने ये देखा, ये वाली करेक्टर काफ़ी ओपी है। यूमिया नाम है, पता नहीं क्या नाम है, लेकिन ये करेक्टर काफ़ी ओपी है, मुझे अच्छी लगी है। और इसको भी अनलॉक करना है भाई, इसको भी करना है। लेट्स गो। नया आ गया केले मीनिंग बनाना। तो मुझे केले ही लगी हो, केला केला बोल रहा था मैं उसको, लेकिन देखते हैं क्या होता है। और हम चल रहे इनाजुमा, ओके। और मैंने थोड़ा बहुत इसका वो कर लिया था, लेकिन इसके आगे नहीं जा पा रहे थे, क्योंकि कोई गेस्ट कह रहा था कि तुम्हें कुछ चाहिए, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कोई पास चाहिए जिससे तुम या तो इनाजुमा छोड़ सकते हो, मतलब उस जगह को छोड़ सकते हो, मतलब उस जगह में ट्रेवल कर सकते हो। इनाजुमा बहुत भाई बहुत खतरनाक जगह है, मुझे लग रहा है एक तरह से। मुझे स्टार्टिंग ही ऐसी हो रही है कि बिना पास के तुम ना इंटर कर सकते हो ना बाहर जा सकते हो, तो ये बहुत पता नहीं ये कैसा कॉन्सेप्ट लाए हैं ये गेम वाले। लेकिन इसका एक चीज़ मैंने देखा, ये जब ये कैरेक्टर बनती है इलेक्ट्रिक वाले में बनती है तो इसकी पावर कुछ अलग ही हो जाती है भाई, मज़ेदार लगती है ये। जो मेरी मेन कैरेक्टर है मतलब कुछ ज़्यादा ही डैमेज कर रही है, अब पहले ज़्यादा कर रही है। जो एनिमो में बनती है और जो उसमें बनती है दूसरा वाला कौन सा था यार, मैं भूल गया। हाँ जियो कैरेक्टर, जब ये जियो कैरेक्टर बनती है थोड़ा कम करती है, एनिमो में थोड़ा ज़्यादा, और इलेक्ट्रो में इतना ज़्यादा कर रही है कि पूछो मत भाई। मैं सोच रहा हूँ इसका जब पायरो कैरेक्टर आएगा, जब इसका पायरो इसके पास पायरो वाली पावर आएगी तो भाई क्या ही पावर होगी भाई। मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ, लेकिन वो जब आएगा तो आएगा। अभी तो 3 ही गॉड दिखाए हैं, तो देखते हैं क्या होता है। बाकी इसमें इंटर करना निकलना ये सब मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन देखते हैं कि कब निकलेंगे इसमें से। बाकी हम लोग जा रहे हैं क्वेस्ट करने, और मुझे ढेर सारे प्रीमो जेम्स चाहिए क्योंकि मुझे शेना चाहिए, और अगर ड्यूलेट मिलता है ड्यूलेट ले लूँगा, नहीं तो मुझे एक शॉट भी चाहिए जो कि मुझे सिर्फ उसी से मिलेगी। उस शॉट का नाम सैक्रिफिशियल शॉट है नाम शायद, वो शॉट चाहिए भाई मुझे उसके लिए, जिंग चाओ के लिए। तो देखते हैं उसका भी करना है कुछ। बाकी अभी हम लोग आर्कोन क्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। ओके बहुत बोल लिया मैंने, सॉरी। ओके इसका पीछा करना है लेकिन इसको दिखाना नहीं है कि मैं हूँ। ये तो सिर्फ पीछा ही करना है ना, जा सकते हैं ऐसे।
Rio.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
ओके वो कुछ बोलने वाला था, मैं
He's getting further and further away! Let's...
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade
सैक्रिफिशियल शॉट है,
Association
वही चीज़
clicks still
मुझे
needs to be
चाहिए
brought
भाई,
into line.
जिंग चाओ के लिए।
He's getting further and further away!
भाग क्यों रहा है?
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
ओके
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago.
अबे यहीं तो था।
Disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
कहाँ गया? अरे वो ये चीज अरे यार पकड़ा गया हमें लग रहा है। ओके सॉरी, पकड़ा गया। लेट्स गो
After him!
दोबारा। ओके इस बार सही से करेंगे, मैंने हक दिया थोड़ा सा।
Sorry. I need to think about it.
If you want to taste getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Further than sailing breeze.
Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
मैं इससे बात कर रहा हूँ,
But of course, tax collection is difficult work.
मैं इनसे बात कर रहा हूँ। भाई क्या हालचाल, और बहन?
Now,
Getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
भागने का लगता है।
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
अरे
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
हो गया ना? हाँ हो गया।
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
अरे जल्दी जल्दी बात क्या करो यार, तुम लोग बड़े देर कर देते हो।
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Ah yes, the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great. Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Okay. चलो अब बस दौड़ना है और कुछ नहीं है, दौड़ते रहना हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे, क्योंकि आधी स्टोरी तो शायद तुम लोगों को पता ही होगी, बस मैं ही हूँ थोड़ा लेट लतीफ खेल रहा हूँ।
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Okay. वैसे लेजर होता क्या है?
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
जैसे
How shall we settle this?
दस्तावेज को शायद बोलते हैं लेजर।
So you think you can use this against me, do you?
पता नहीं।
It's
मैं बस
quite
guess कर
obvious
रहा
that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
और क्या?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his action.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
थोमा आएगा थोमा हेल्प करने
Gentlemen,
ये
come now.
मुझे
Is
पता था
there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still,
अरे यहाँ पे
perhaps
काफी
you could
रूल्स
show
हैं
the
यार
young
सारे रूल्स और रेगुलेशन हम लोग को फॉलो करना पड़ेंगे ये क्या थे
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi, I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
ये लीडर है क्या किसी याशिरो क्लैन का क्लैन या
Thank you
कमीशन
so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
थोमा भी थोड़ा अलग कैरेक्टर है
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
tell me about the याशिरो tell me about the
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission. on Narukami
Kamisato
Island.
clan okay
I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
oh
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I go into more
Oh.
detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
मतलब अच्छा इसका मतलब दो नाम है ओके कामिसातो आयाका का दूसरा नाम ये है ओके शिरिया ओके
Seems like she must be super famous
Yeah.
in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
पाजिला गॉडी निकली तो
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her
Okay.
fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that
ये
he's
नाम
the
सुना
current
सुना
head
लग
of
रहा
the
है
clan.
कामिसातो आया तो
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
ओके
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to
Change the tide of the time?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree...
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter.
अच्छा आप नारुकामी आइलैंड जाएंगे? Okay.
Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Okay. मतलब इनविटेशन ही लेना था मुझे और कुछ नहीं. उसके बाद मैं कहीं भी ट्रेवल कर सकता हूँ, है ना? अभी भी मुझे डाउट है थोड़ा, लेकिन फिर भी इसमें बहुत इनज़ुमा बहुत रूल है, रेगुलेशन है, तो देखने लायक होगा कि कहाँ फंसते हैं ये लोग.
Huh? What's up?
वही चीज़.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
I think perhaps not. This must be the next part of this test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing!
पाइमन जो गुस्साती है वो क्यूट लगती है.
As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Okay, let's go. देखते हैं कहाँ तक हम लोग निकल सकते हैं. बस यही प्रीमो जेम्स तो चाहिए मुझे. प्रीमो जेम्स जितने मिलेंगे उतना अच्छा है मेरे लिए. ओके, ये रोकेगा मुझे हमेशा की तरह.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
ओके, आप परमिट की बात करें. वही चीज़ है ना, परमिट लेना पड़ेगा.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
हिरागी शिनुसुके.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
ये तुरंत आ जाती बॉसी वाली. ओके, लेट्स गो. एंट्री तो मिल गई.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
I'm honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails?
ओ
And
भाई
put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea,
काफी
eh?
बम बोला हो गया यार हम लोग का.
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Conjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
अरे यार
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300
ओ
Qingxin.
भाई
Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
सर पकड़ ली. I think we might a couple orders of magnitude of this.
Too much trouble, is it? I see.
300 मांग रहा है
Then
भाई.
how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like...
700.
Hey, what
709 letters.
How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
ओ
What
कोई
sort
आई.
of an explanation is that?
ओ ये कौन है?
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
इसको क्या हुआ? ये मुंडी क्यों हिलाई? मानू
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
चलो ये मुंडी हिलाई थी इसलिए पता नहीं थोड़ी मासूम लग रही थी इसलिए मान गए. चलो देखते हैं.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
अब क्या करे बताओ. इतने मासूम चेहरे से देख रही थी वो. मानना ही पड़ा.
Halt, you two!
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick!
Dear
let
traveler,
Paimon see.
would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has to come you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander. After all, it is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not play. No. Okay.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's bed?
ओके चलो अब रात का वेट करना है. पता था. ये लव लेटर दिए क्या? इसको पता नहीं मैं लड़की हूँ पर वैसे मैं लड़का भी हूँ. मतलब दोनों तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. कहाँ मिलेगी लेकिन?
finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is
कि
technically
Chisato
the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
हैं पहले मिल चुके हैं
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
अच्छा हाँ पहले एक क्वेश्चन मिले थे अरे यार मैं भूल जाता हूँ 2 दिन बाद खेल रहा हूँ ना
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the shogun.
Oh
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
कहीं विलन तो नहीं जो हम
Very
लोग को
well.
2 बार दिख
I'll be
चुकी है
waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
वही मना किया हो कि यहाँ से भेजना नहीं कहीं क्योंकि ये बहुत रूल रेगुलेशन वाली जगह है ना इसलिए पर ये भी हो सकता है कि हो सकता है गॉड ने मना किया हो जो कि इस रियम की गॉड है वो भी हो सकता है मना की हो इसलिए कुछ भी हो सकता है क्योंकि अभी मुझे पता नहीं है गेम कहाँ जाएगी
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
वाह
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
अरे मैं वो हूँ
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her? There's no time to lose.
चलो भैया जाए दो. सेफ्टी मतलब बचाना है इसको.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
That tingle? That freeze!
Oh, so sorry.
Nice and spicy. Lightning flash. No, my sword.
You're open!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Freeze!
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Dodge this!
Take this!
Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
अबे रुक जा.
Lucky day.
Another test.
Lightning flash! Rain outlines your fate.
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack.
Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Dodge this!
More! Thunderclap!
Say no more! Cool it! This one will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Time to act.
तो उधर जाओ.
Cool it!
You're toast! Rain outlines your fate.
Hunter.
Rain cutter. Goba, get them!
The hunter.
Body and mind.
अबे तू कब.
Watch out! More monsters inbound.
Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Nice and spicy.
Light blade. You're open.
Cool it!
Bellowing thunder.
Dodge this! Freeze! This one will be frozen in time.
Lightning flash.
Cool it! You're open!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Freeze!
Goba, get them!
You're open! God, no!
मुझे सामान लूट लेने दे. हाँ चलो. ये कौन
We can
भाई
take
मैसेज
refuge in
किया
the
है?
village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that
उसका
he's
बॉयफ्रेंड
the
है.
one I love.
बहुत सही.
The one you love?
जब प्यार करो तो इनकार मत करो।
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen if
पर
your
ये भी प्यार
actions
करता है
here
जो
are
कमिश्नर है,
discovered,
वही
Chisato?
प्यार करता है। अच्छी बात है।
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
चिसातो
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
स्माइल कर रहा लौंडा।
all right.
रो रहा है। वाह। फाइनली हम लोग ट्रेवल कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते अभी भी नहीं पता, लेकिन कर देखते हैं कितना आगे पहुंच सकते हैं।
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House.
नए फ्लावर में मिल रहा है तो ले लेते हैं। उन लोगों को भूख लगी है।
Time to act.
अब मुझे नहीं पता ये क्या है, मैंने ले लिया। कुछ तो था वो।
Lightning Slash!
ओह, इसके अंदर जा सकता हूँ। ओके। ओह, अब समझा। यही तो चाहिए था मुझे। अब थोड़ा तो एक्सप्लोर करना बनता है ना। एक सेकंड मैं देख लूँ यहाँ पे और क्या क्या मिलेगा। पता नहीं आ पाएंगे कि नहीं, ट्रैवल कर पाएंगे कि नहीं। अब घुस पा रहे हैं तो ले लेते हैं। ये क्या है?
Lightning Slash!
ये क्या है? पे भाग गया।
A reward on the road.
ही ओ, मुझे इन लोगों को इस तरह से जोड़ना है कि ये पूरा काम हो जाए। ओके समझ गया। ओके समझ गया, मैं समझ गया कैसे जोड़ना है। लेकिन ये गुम हो गया। एक सेकंड यार, थोड़ा समझने दो गेम को। कोई चीज तोड़ ही नहीं पा रही इसको। मैं इस चीज़ को ले नहीं सकता हूँ, उधर जा नहीं सकता हूँ। ओके, देखेंगे इसका क्या क्या होगा। अच्छा, मैंने पहले ही कर लिया। यू हैव कंप्लीटेड। अच्छा, वाह, मैं बेवकूफ़ जैसे इधर उधर घूम रहा हूँ यार। बताना चाहिए यार, पागल से घूम रहा हूँ। मुझे समझ ही में नहीं आता करना क्या है। ये देखो फिर आ रहा है कुछ। मुझे समझना पड़ेगा ना ये क्या है, कैसे होता है ये सब। नई नई चीज़ें हैं देख के। ओके, यहाँ पे कुछ है।
Oh, so sorry.
Quite the find.
डू एंड डोमेन। ब्रो, अभी अभी मैंने इनेज़ुमा में एंट्री किया, मैं डोमेन करूँ सीधा। कर सकते हैं लेकिन अभी नहीं।
What's the hurry? Dodge this.
Take this! Thunderclap!
Let me weave you a verse.
Goba, get them!
भाई काफ़ी डैमेज देती है भाई। ओके, ये भी कोई पजल है। ये भी प्रेस जी। हाँ, मैं तो समझ गया। कंडक्टर एनर्जी इलेक्ट्रो रिफ्लेक्टेड बाय इलेक्ट्रो। ओके, समझ गया समझ गया। वो ये भी कोई पजल है, लेकिन ये घूमे कैसे?
Take this!
ओह ओके, मुझे नहीं पता था कि मैं कर सकता हूँ। ओके, ये पजल है।
Lightning flash!
लेट्स गो।
Is this an answer from this world?
धीरे समझ में आ रहा है कैसे करना है। सही है। इसका भी नाम कुछ है। ऑन द स्काई। ओ, इस पे यूज करूं। ऑब्टेन द वर्ड आगे मिलेगा। मैं कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है, लेकिन मैं कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ। वर्ड। ओके, छोड़ो ये सब। ये क्या खुल गया? टॉक टू। मैं कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ यार, पता नहीं क्या क्या खुल जा रहा है। ओके, अभी चलते हैं मेन स्टोरी पे। अब फालतू चीज़ नहीं देखेंगे, चलते हैं मेन स्टोरी। डू 10 पुल प्लीज। 10 पुल। सॉरी ब्रो, अभी मैंने पिछले स्ट्रीम पे ही 10 पुल कर लिया था, तो मेरे पास अभी प्रीमोजेंस बहुत कम है। तो अभी मैं उसी के लिए प्रीमोजेंस इकट्ठा कर रहा हूँ, इसीलिए स्टोरी मोड खेल रहा हूँ। और एक बार हो जाएगा उसके बाद तो यार बल्ले बल्ले। अभी देखो यार, अभी तुम्हारा भाई निकालेगा, अभी शहने निकालेगा, चिंता ना करो। पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस है, शहने निकल जाएगी, सही बता रहा हूँ। नहीं निकलेगी तो यार मैं अपने मूछे मुड़वा लूँगा। ठीक है, कर दूंगा, पक्का बता रहा हूँ। ऑन स्ट्रीम मूछे मुड़ेंगी। What the hell? अबे वो कहाँ है? धरती के अंदर घुसा है क्या?
Lightning flash!
ओके चलो, नहीं मिलने वाला ऐसा तो। रुक जाओ, अभी जाते हैं। कहाँ जाना था? अरे भाई, देखो मैं देख लेता हूँ प्रीमोजेस में मेरे पास कितने हैं। मुझे खुद नहीं पता मेरे पास कितने हैं अभी। देख लो, एक 151 है। अभी मेरे पास 160 भी नहीं कि मैं एक विश कर पाऊँ। करेंगे करेंगे। और ये चीज़ जो भी है मैं एक्टिवेट कर दूंगा, इसको ऑफलाइन एक्टिवेट कर दूंगा, चिंता ना करो। तो ये अगले स्ट्रीम में तुम लोग को एकदम साफ़ सुथरा मिलेगा। बाकी ये क्या है कि ये भी उसी तरह है। ठीक है, चलो अभी चलते हैं यहाँ पे एडवेंचरर गिल्ड के पास। एडवेंचर गिल्ड के पास देखते हैं इनाज़ुमा में कैथरीन मिलती है नहीं कि कैथरीन तो बोल रही थी हम हर जगह रहेंगे। तो देखते हैं। नॉट येट अनलॉक्ड। ये क्या मतलब हुआ यार? मुझे पैदल भगाओगे? चलो ठीक है, हाँ पैदल ही चलें। मुझे लड़ाई वड़ाई करनी नहीं है तो प्लीज़ छेड़ना मत। पर यार ले सकते हैं यार, यहाँ पे लेजेंडरी चेस्ट है।
Know my sword.
You're toast! Nice and spicy.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
लेजेंडरी चेस्ट के लिए कुछ भी करेंगे हम। सॉरी, प्रीसेट
I
चेस्ट के
hope we
लिए।
find long lost ancient literature.
ओके, कुछ नए विलेंस भी दिख रहे हैं हमको। कुछ ज़्यादा ही खतरनाक विलेंस दिख रहे हैं।
Let's get down to business.
अभी कुछ बिजनेस नहीं, रुक जाओ, मुझे निकलना है यहाँ से। हर बात है बिजनेस। अभी चलो, पीछा नहीं पड़ा है, अच्छी बात है। ये सेड नो फाइट। भाई फाइट नहीं लेना था, लेकिन फिर भी आप जानते हो यार, मन लालच से भर जाता है। कुछ नहीं कर सकते ना भाई। अब मैं अपने खुद बात का मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, कब बोलता हूँ, मुझे खुद याद नहीं रहता, खुद भूल जाता हूँ। ओए तेरी यार, चलो अंडा ले लेते हैं। मुझे बस ये ले लें, उसके बाद निकलता हूँ यहाँ से। ओके, फाइनली ट्रैवल कर पा रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी ट्रैवल भी नहीं कर पा रहा था मैं। 2 दिन से मैं परेशान था कि मैं सारे टेलीपोर्ट वेब पॉइंट कैसे ऑन करूं, लेकिन बाद में पता चला कि अच्छा चलो वो मिल जाएगा उसके बाद।
I let my guard down.
Take this!
तो ये होगा कैसे? अभी बहुत कुछ समझना है यार इस गेम में। मुझे लगा सब हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे, लेकिन बहुत कुछ समझना है जो मुझे नहीं पता। चाचा नहीं, चाचा नहीं, चाचा नहीं, मैं बस ऐसे ही आया था। ओह शिट, ये ऊपर है, काफी ऊपर है। अरे व्हाट, ये कौन सी बात हुई? बगल से निकल गए।
It's my lucky day.
चाचा मुझे नहीं लड़ना है यार, फालतू एक्साइटेड ना हो। Oh shit. मुझे बस ये लेना है, प्लीज लेने दो। थैंक यू।
Rain. finds your
Cool it.
Guba, get the
बोबा मार.
witness the power of Guhua.
The fairy.
I hope we find long lost ancient literature.
ओके अब नो फाइट. ठीक है चलते हैं मेन क्वेस्ट पे. बस मुझे कोई प्रीस्टेस ना दिख जाए बीच में बस.
Body and mind.
But I'm thinking okay. What? किस क्वेस्ट में डाल दिया ये? ढूंढना है क्या उसको? किस तरफ है? आहा 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 आहा. मिल गया.
Body and mind.
हाहा ले. ओके इसके पास वो मिलता है ना शायद कैच वाली वेपन. मुझे मैक्सवेल ने बताया था तो एक बार देख ले इसके पास है ना. हाँ है. और ये मुझे चाहिए. क्या लेना है इसके लिए? एंगल फिश. ओके ओके ये भी लेना है. ये लेंगे ठीक है. इसको हम ऑफलाइन ले लेंगे तो मिल जाएगा. नो फाइट. कैच वाली वेपन उसके लिए जाइलिंग के लिए बहुत बढ़िया रहती है तो इसलिए लेना है उसको. काफ़ी मदद मिलेगी मुझे लड़ने के लिए. ओ फाइनली सिटी में आ गए हम लोग. और पर ये सिटी लग नहीं रही है. पर ये गांव अच्छा है भाई. पेड़ बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं इसमें. मैं तैरने घुस गया. ओके ऊपर चलना है ना. हाँ ऊपर ही जाना है. लेट्स गो. आई एम रेडी. वैसे शायद मैंने ये गेम अभी तक सबसे मतलब मुझे लगता है कि मैंने बहुत जल्दी इसको कंप्लीट करने की सोची थी और लेकिन ये हो नहीं पाई. मतलब अभी भी मुझे लग रहा है इनाजुमा में अभी बहुत कुछ देखना बाकी है. और अभी मेरे जैसे कि एक महीना हुआ है मुझे ये खेले हुए. लेकिन इतना बढ़िया कुछ नहीं होता. 1 महीना हुआ है खेले हुए और इसमें मुझे नहीं पता कि मुझे अभी इसमें और क्या देखने को मिलेगा क्योंकि अभी इनाजुमा भी शायद कंप्लीटेड नहीं है. मुझे ये भी शायद पता नहीं पर मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे कंप्लीटेड नहीं है.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
एक सेकंड रुको यार. पहले ये जो फालतू मैसेज आ रहे हैं ना डॉट करके इसको हटा दूं क्योंकि ये लोग स्पैम करते हैं बस. असली लोग नहीं होते ये. ऐसे वैसे आते हैं इरिटेट करने. ओके ना. इधर चला मैं उधर चला. Okay,
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Okay, मैंने बोला नहीं यार. मिलू चैन. हेलो ब्रो. सॉरी मैं तुम्हारा नाम नहीं ले पाया था लेकिन अब ले लिया. तब से तुम बात कर रहे हो मैं बोल भी नहीं पा रहा हूँ. तुम्हारा नाम ही भूल गया था. ओके सॉरी we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you will have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye.
Since I am playing. Oh, nice.
In which case,
तो अभी
welcome
ब्रो
to the
कहाँ पे हो
Komore
तुम?
Tea House,
किस
a
जगह पे
safe
हो?
haven for
इनाजुमा
the
में
Yashiro
इंटर किए हो
Commission.
कि नहीं किए हो?
Well, that sounds more like it.
क्या अभी लोयल हार्बर में हो? अच्छा उसी के अंदर जाना था क्या?
It's been quite some time.
Okay.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
Well, now that we are with Toma.
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten
What?
about me.
बोलने वाला कुत्ता?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
So you are dog.
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the
नहीं
ordinary.
बोलने वाला सांप देखा हम लोग ने जो कि उसके बाजू के ऊपर था डॉक्टर बाजू के ऊपर I know a dog when I see one.
all right. I've had my fun.
वाह
Hey, you're
तो
this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
तो मत आ भाई.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier. Though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination.
There's a chest behind a dog. 180 more, I guess. What the hell? सच बताओ.
A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck...
You mean Kazuha friend?
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
लेंगे भाई लेंगे उसको भी लेंगे. Don't worry.
His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Okay, एक सेकंड मुझे देखने दो. चेस्ट है पक्का बताओ. यार ट्रोल मत करना यार, मेरी बेइज्जती हो जाएगी. ओह हाँ भाई है तो ओमनिक का बूटो, ये कुछ मिला है मुझे. शायद बीटल है पर इसमें ओमनी का बूटो लिखा है. और भी कुछ है और नाका निशी. ओके किसी के रूम में ऐसे नहीं घुसते, लेकिन बुक चुरा लेते हैं. इसको क्या ही पता चलेगा. तो खड़ी हो तू बैठ क्यों गई. नोबू मोरी उसकी बुक खो गई, वो ढूंढ रहा है. ओके लेट्स गो. Okay, let's go. भाई साहब यहाँ भी मूर्ति है भाई, लेकिन लियो हार्बर में सिर्फ मूर्ति नहीं यहाँ, लेकिन इसकी मूर्ति बनी है. जैसे मोस्टार्ड में मूर्ति बनी है वेंटे की, इसमें मूर्ति बनी है इस मतलब इधर इस वाले एरिया के गॉड की. पर लियो हार्बर में जोंगली की मूर्ति नहीं बनी है, पता नहीं क्यों. पता नहीं क्या कोई बात है कि नहीं, शायद कुछ होगा पर्पस. देखिए इसकी मूर्ति भी गजब लग रही है भाई, सिंपली बैठी है।
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
स्टैचू वही चीज़, स्टैचू, क्योंकि स्टैचू जोंगलिंग ही नहीं है वहाँ पे लियोल हार्बर में, लेकिन मॉन्स्टार्ड में वेंटी की है और यहाँ पे इस वाली गॉड की है स्टैचू, लेकिन वहाँ पे नहीं है, पता
As
नहीं
for
क्यों नहीं है।
Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity.
वहाँ पे बस एक बक्सा रखा है जो ऊपर से बुलाता है ड्रैगन को, जो कि वो जोंगलिंग ही है।
The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most
जोंगली है
powerful
मतलब।
ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such
मुझे बता, मैं
instability
सबसे
to
ज़्यादा
exist.
एक्साइटेड बताओ कौन से गॉड को देखने के लिए
Whatever
हूँ?
the case,
पायरो गॉड
the
को
fact is
भाई,
that the
क्योंकि देखो
Raiden Shogun has
ड्यूलिक जो है ना
dispatched the
इतना
Tenryo Commission to scour the
खतरनाक
nation
पायरो
for
करेक्टर है,
visions, embedding
लेकिन
each
उसका
one
गॉड
in
सोचो
this
कैसा होगा,
statue.
वो मैं सोच रहा
And
हूँ।
this statue of the omnipresent
एक दिन मैं
god
सोच रहा
can be
था
seen as
कि उसका गॉड
Inazuma's
कैसा होगा अगर
symbol of
ड्यूलिक ऐसा है
eternity.
तो, या फिर
But if
ड्यूलिक ही
that's
गॉड
the
हो।
case, wouldn't
पता
you say that the
नहीं।
Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know,
लेकिन ड्यूलिक गॉड
selfish?
नहीं होगा ना।
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare
डिलुक
speak out
डिलुक
so
नाम है, ये पता
directly
नहीं,
against the
ड्यूलिक
Raiden
बोलता हूँ मैं,
Shogun.
लेकिन डिलुक
And
नाम है
yet,
शायद इसका।
I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And
पर
Miss
डिलुक ज़्यादा अच्छा
Kamisato
लगता
has
है।
been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
डिलुक ओहो,
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain
हाँ बट
strength,
जब
gods look upon
इलेक्ट्रो
them
से हम
with
लोग कहीं
favor.
और पे जाएंगे, अभी
That
देखो
is where visions come from.
हो सकता है
In
कायरो पे
other
जाए,
words, a
या फिर
person's
हो
vision
सकता है
represents their ambition.
पायरो
So
पे
if
जाए,
what you just said is true, then the
या
ambitions
फिर
of these
डेंड्रो
people are
डेंड्रो भी
stronger than
करेक्टर
I
आ सकता है,
imagined.
डेंड्रो गॉड भी दिख सकता है हम लोग को। डेंड्रो करेक्टर तो हम लोग जानते ही हैं सब के, पहला हम लोग को टीज हो चुका है, टीज दिख चुका है, जो कि बाइजू है, डॉक्टर बाइजू है डेंड्रो करेक्टर। अब उसकी पावर पता नहीं क्या है वो, क्योंकि फाइट कभी किया नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ एक चीज़ है कि अगर पायरो कायरो और डेंड्रो में कोई करेक्टर हम लोग को गॉड, कोई करेक्टर गॉड दिखता है, तो अभी पायरो में सबसे खतरनाक मुझे ड्यूलिक लगता है, और कोई नहीं लगता भाई। बाकी ड्यूलिक अगर गॉड निकला तो भाई वो है ही, मतलब गॉड जैसी पावर है उसके बाद, तो कोई कुछ अलग नहीं दिखेगा हम लोग। अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टोरी वी विल गो टू डेंड्रो रीजन देन हाइड्रो, हो सकता है रीजन देन पायरो रीजन एंड लास्टली कायरो। ओके, तो डेंड्रो आएगा ना, डेंड्रो गॉड आएगा, वही चीज़।
All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island.
लेकिन
the
डेंड्रो टीज हो
Kamisato
चुका है हम लोग
residence.
को, डेंड्रो टीज हो चुका है, डॉक्टर बाइजू।
Finally!
तुम लोग को पता नहीं क्या डॉक्टर बाइजू डेंड्रो कैरेक्टर है? अगर नहीं पता तो बताओ, मैं अभी बताता हूँ तुम लोग को। मैंने नोटिस किया है वो डेंड्रो कैरेक्टर है, बाद में यूट्यूब में भी सर्च किया था तो वो कुछ लोग बोल रहे थे कि हाँ वो डेंड्रो कैरेक्टर है। बाकी कितनी सच्चाई है इसमें वो नहीं पता हम लोग को। ओके, यहाँ से यहाँ जाना है, मैं टेलीपोर्ट नहीं कर सकता हूँ, कर सकता हूँ, नहीं कर सकता। शिट। ओके तो ये ले लेते हैं, एक सेकेंड। लैवेंडर मेलन। पर यार यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा है हमको कुछ भी। आई डोंट नो, होल्ड टू लॉन्ग वे, आई डोंट नो। ओके मैं दिखाता हूँ, एक सेकेंड। डेंड्रो करेक्ट है ना, मैं दिखाता हूँ। अब तुम लोग को दिखाई दिया जाए, एक सेकेंड। मुझे ढूंढना पड़ेगा वहाँ पे बाइजू है कि नहीं। रुक जाओ, कहाँ गया? Genshin has already released how story will continue in YouTube during the release of the game a year ago. पर हम लोग को दिखा नहीं ना, टीज नहीं हुआ है, वही चीज़। कितनी सच्चाई है कितनी नहीं, वो तो गेम जब। ओके फार्मेसी कहाँ है यार? मैं भूल गया थोड़ा। फार्मेसी याद दिलाओगे? बुबू फार्मेसी। रुक जाओ, यहाँ था ना? ओ ये रहा, रुक जाओ। We will go to Shimuru, land of Dendro. After Inazuma, then to Fontaine, land of Hydro. Then Natal, land of Pyro. And then lastly, Shenzhenia, land of Cairo. Uma Fetavi. Yep. पता है तुम लोग को एक चीज़ और, मुझे कैंड्रिया देखना है भाई, जो कि इसका होम टाउन है, मेन कैरेक्टर का होम टाउन है। मुझे वो देखना है, वो एक बार दिखा देना ये लोग, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ आगे हम लोग को स्टार्टिंग में दिखाया गया है, लेकिन बाद में हम लोग को कुछ भी उसका हिंट विंट नहीं दिया गया। बस कहीं भी किसी किसी क्वेस्ट में बस उसका नाम लिया गया कि जितने भी विलन्स आए वहीं से आए। तो एक बार वहाँ का दिख जाए, वहाँ पे दिख जाए तो अलग ही बात हो जाएगी। ओके यहाँ पे नहीं है, मुझे ढूंढना पड़ेगा अब। बाजू यहाँ नहीं है, बाजू को ढूंढना पड़ेगा। ये तो एक सर्टन टाइम पे आता है। रुक जाओ, मैं सर्टन टाइम थोड़ा शाम करके देखते हैं, अभी दोपहर है। ओके नहीं दिख रहा, रुक जाओ। ओके नहीं दिख रहा, यहाँ पे है नहीं वो। लेकिन यार क्या ही था भाई, मैंने दिखाया है, स्ट्रीम पे भी दिखाया है मैंने। पता नहीं शायद वो वाली डेट वाली कौन सी डेट? वी विल गो टू कैंड्रिया आफ्टर वी गो टू ऑल नेशन। हाँ वही चीज़ ना, कैंड्रिया देखना है भाई एक बार। कैंड्रिया देखने लायक होगा, सही बता रहा हूँ, होम टाउन है वो भी, तो देखने लायक तो होगा ही। अब देख लो मैं भटक गया हूँ गेम में, इतना घुस गया कि मैं भटक गया हूँ कि मेरा मेन क्वेस्ट पड़ा हुआ है। ओके चलते हैं वापस, बातचीत बाद में। लेकिन अब देखना है कैंड्रा एक बार जब इन लोग इतना टीज कर दिया ना कि कैंड्रा भी देखने का मन हो रहा है, पायरो गॉड भी देखने का मन हो रहा है, डेंड्रो गॉड देखने का मन हो रहा है, डेंड्रो करेक्टर देखने का मन हो रहा है कि उनकी पावर कैसी होगी। बहुत कुछ है भाई, बहुत कुछ है इस गेम में जो देखने लायक होगा। अभी तो गेम बहुत छोटी है, मतलब बहुत छोटी लग रही है इस हिसाब से, लेकिन अभी भी बहुत लंबी है। और कितनी लंबी हो सकती है ये सोचो, मज़ा ही आ जाएगा भाई। अबे यार अरे मुझे नहीं लड़ना यार। चिंचू फॉरेस्ट, ओ भाई चिंचू फॉरेस्ट, ओ भाई क्या फॉरेस्ट है भाई, ब्यूटी देखो इसकी। मुझे पता था यहाँ वी पॉइंट आएगा ही आएगा। ही विल नॉट अवेयर, कौन नहीं आएगा? अभी ये भी उसी की तरह भगा रहा है हम लोग को, जैसे वो भागती है ना, ये भी कहीं कहीं भगा रहा है। हाँ देखो चेस्ट खोल दिया, वही चीज ना, बस भगाता है ये।
A reward on the road.
शीला शीला We will go to, you will not appear, sub to AVictory। हाँ भाई आज सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार जो नहीं किया अभी तक। We need to reach other 4 nation to go to her hometown। It will take year। No भाई बहुत साल ले लेगा, मुझे तो लग रहा है 2 साल ले लेगा भाई। कैंड्रिया ये लोग बताएं टीज करते रहेंगे और कैंड्रिया दिखाएंगे नहीं ये लोग। अब 2 साल ले लेंगे पूरा, क्योंकि गेम बहुत अच्छी है भाई, गेम में बुराई नहीं है, लेकिन स्टोरी बहुत लंबी खींच देते हैं ये लोग, हर अपडेट में स्टोरी खींच देते हैं। तो ये चीज़ रहता है ना, इसलिए थोड़ी लेंदी गेम बन जा रही है। और मुझे लग रहा है ये गेम और भी लेंदी जाएगी, अभी तो बहुत छोटी है। सही पता है, एक अच्छी गेम मिल गई है चाइनीज़ वालों को, या फिर क्या बोलेंगे जापानीज़ वालों को। ये कौन है भालू? बार बार आ रहा है। ओके लेट्स गो, पहुंच गए हम लोग अपने लोकेशन पे, डेस्टिनेशन पे। 50 ईयर आई थिंक। नहीं भाई इतने में तो हम लोग खेलते ही रह जाएंगे, 50 साल भी नहीं लेना चाहिए यार इनको। ओके लेट्स गो। हाँ वही those are electro seal, वही चीज।
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests.
Okay.
Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super
ट्रेडिशन
important
होता है ना
person after all.
जापानीज में कि
Please forgive
दरवाजों
my
के
lack
पीछे
of
बात
courtesy
करते हैं
for
सब।
receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long
मुंह
and
दिखाई
wearisome journey
दिखाई
over
देना
the
पड़ता है उन
sea.
लोग को, तब आते
I have
बाहर।
awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
दोस्त बियर
And Toma
तनुकी।
assures me that you do
Okay.
indeed possess
तो
the
ये क्या
power
करते
to
हैं,
change
तनुकी
the
क्या करते
tide
हैं?
of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though
Okay.
the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, It is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I am just here to meet the written shogun.
Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go!
पैर छुए मेरे. I don't know why I'm not Japanese, I am Nepali. No, but जापानीज में ट्रेडिशन होता है. कोई गेम देखो या फिर अगर वो देखे होगे शिनचैन में ही देख लो यार. शिनचैन तो देखा ही होगा, कौन नहीं देखा होगा. शिनचैन में ही देख लो, वो जापानीज है. तो वो जब भी बात करते हैं दरवाजे के पीछे बात करते हैं, अगर किसी को जानते नहीं है तो. जब तक दरवाज़ा नहीं खोलते, जब तक कोई मतलब पहचान में नहीं आता कि हाँ ये मेरे पहचान का है, तब तक वो लोग नहीं आते सामने.
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Okay, those bear are nothing but annoying bear that hide.
A warrior
We have
who
to
guards
find.
a
I don't
village,
like them.
a former samurai
Man,
who helped
bhai.
carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I will do as you wish.
Then you have my gratitude.
चलो शकल दिखाओ.
I'm sure you'll do great.
I am also Nepali. ओके, कोई आ रहा है ना यार. अभी मत आओ यार प्लीज़. अभी स्टोरी करता हूँ, तो स्टोरी टाइम पे कोई आता है तो मुझे अच्छा भी नहीं लगता किसी को कैंसिल करना. पर ठीक है यार, चलो. पर एक चीज़ है, मुझे यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रो जितने भी हैं ना, क्या बोलते हैं उनको, अरे कुछ तो बोलते हैं, रुको एक सेकंड, मैं भूल रहा हूँ नाम. क्या बोलते हैं इनको, हाँ कुलस करके. इलेक्ट्रोकुलस मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है. मैप में तो दिखा रहा है वहाँ पे, लेकिन दिख नहीं रहे. ऐसे नहीं दिख रहे. उसमें स्टैमिना ही बहुत कम है मेरा. इसीलिए मुझे जितने मिल जाएंगे उतना अच्छा है. आई एम ऑल्सो नेपाली. भाई नेपाली लोग बहुत प्यारे होते हैं वैसे. मैंने एक चीज़ देखा है, मैं नेपाल आया हूँ एक बार और वहाँ पे रहा भी हूँ. 1-2 दिन नहीं रहा हूँ, लेकिन ज़्यादा घूमा भी नहीं हूँ. तो मैंने वहाँ से कुछ कपड़े लेके आया था. बहुत प्यारे लोग रहते हैं यार वहाँ के. सेलर्स इतने प्यारे हैं. मस्का नहीं लगा रहा हूँ. ये मत सोचना कि मस्का लगा रहा हूँ, मैं सच बता रहा हूँ. मैं आया था वहाँ पे, अपने दोस्तों के साथ आया था, इसलिए 4 दिन तक रुक नहीं पाया था क्योंकि उनका भी कुछ काम था. बातों में भूल ही जाता हूँ यार. टेलीपोर्ट पॉइंट मैंने खोल दिया. ओके.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree.
Chan. You are
It's
also
clear that
Aldo,
Tejima
bro.
had done nothing wrong,
Also Aldo.
and still they confiscated his
Thank you,
vision.
thank you, bro.
After that,
और मैं क्यूट
he
इतना भी नहीं
became
हूँ
a
यार.
completely different person. I can't
शुक्र करो
claim
मैं
to
फेस कैम
fully
नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
understand it, but
मैं
I
तो
could
क्यूट से
tell
अगली
that
हो
he
जाता.
lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when
अगली बार
he's
नेपाल आऊँगा पक्का
in this
ब्लॉक करूँगा.
state.
मस्का नहीं
He's a
बटर लगा
lost
वो.
soul.
भाई
Seems like he's a
मैक्सवेल
well-respected guy
आ गए
around
भाई
here.
तुम. Okay, crowd to be noted.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Okay, कोई फ्रीडम फाइटर है ये, इसलिए सब बोल रहे इसको.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Okay. Okay. ईटो बिल्ड किया क्या? मैंने ईटो को छुआ ही नहीं उसके बाद से. 2 दिन हो गया मैं छुआ नहीं ईटो को. ईटो जैसा के वैसा ही पड़ा है. और स्मूथ लाइक बटर BTS OP. एक टीम फुल बिल्ड करो. मेरी टीम अभी यही है. मैं एक टीम बनाऊंगा. अभी थोड़ा हो जाएगा तो मैं टीम रखूंगा एक अच्छा खासा. अभी मैंने थोमा को भी थोड़ा बहुत अपग्रेड किया था और मैंने इसको बाइडो को भी थोड़ा बहुत अपग्रेड किया था. इसको एक वेपन दिया है मैंने जो कि नोएल चला रही थी. नोएल वाला वेपन में मैंने देखा था एक चीज़ कि रुको तुम लोग को बताता हूँ. कहाँ गया? हाँ, तो इसका जो वेपन है, इसमें देखो यहाँ पे हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रो मैंने पढ़ा था कि ये इलेक्ट्रो हाइड्रो में काफ़ी यूज़फुल रहेगा, तो मैंने इलेक्ट्रो वाले को दिया जानबूझ के। 20% डैमेज भी मिलेगा इसमें अफेक्टेड ओपोनेंट, तो इसलिए मैंने इसको दे दिया। बाकी नोवल नोवल पे यही है डिफ़ॉल्ट वाला। तो अभी इसको भी, इसके लिए भी ढूंढूंगा कुछ जियो वाला करेक्टर का कुछ। अगर इसको एनर्जी चार्ज शायद ज़्यादा चाहिए, क्योंकि इसका एनर्जी चार्ज ख़त्म हो जाता है, क्योंकि ये हील करती है, तो इसके लिए सपोर्टिव करेक्टर है, काफ़ी अच्छी है। बाकी बाकी मुझे यूजिन ही मिली है, यूजिन का अभी स्पेयर मेरे पास है नहीं, तो यूजिन को भी देखना पड़ेगा क्या होता है। इसका भी स्पेयर मिल जाएगा तो मैं इसको पूरा फुल बिल्ड करूँगा। लेकिन ये भी एक तरह से सपोर्टिव करेक्टर है, और ये जियो करेक्टर के साथ काफ़ी अच्छा इसका मैच रहेगा। तो जियो करेक्टर मतलब ईटो भी रख सकता हूँ मैं, नोवेल रख सकता हूँ, और एक और जियो करेक्टर है जो कि जॉलिंग है, उसके साथ रख सकता हूँ, तो ये काफ़ी सही मस्त हो जाएगी एकदम। बाकी देखते हैं, ये तो एकदम बेकार ही है समझ लो। ये पड़ा है। थोमा भी ठीक ठाक है, लेकिन उतना भी अच्छा नहीं है। बाकी ये भी एक हीलिंग करेक्टर है बारबरा, इसको भी मैं फुल अपग्रेड करूँगा, लेकिन मुझे पास अभी कुछ भी नहीं है। इसकी बुक्स ही नहीं है मेरे पास, जो मिली मुझे 4 फेयर वेपन वाली, और 3 वेपन वाली इस पर अच्छी भी नहीं लगेगी। ये है एक जो इसको एचपी देगी शायद, नहीं रुक जाओ, हाँ शायद ये थोड़ा वो इफेक्ट इंक्रीज़ कर देता है और चार्जिंग के लिए सही रहती है शायद। मैंने यही देखा था यूट्यूब में, यही देखा था यार। तो जितना मुझे नॉलेज हुआ है यूट्यूब से देख के, तो मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम लोग को, बाकी पता नहीं। रेडन शोगन, लेट्स गो। नो यू डोंट नो, आई एम अर्ली वेटिंग फॉर यू टू मीट रेडन शोगन, आई डोंट नो। करेक्टर बिल्ड करना सीख गए हो। भाई मैं यूट्यूब खूब देखा हूँ भाई, 2 दिन में मैंने खूब देखा है, तो मैंने खूब रिसर्च किया क्या करना है क्या नहीं, कौन सी वेपन किस पे अच्छी रहती है, कौन सी वेपन नहीं अच्छी रहती है, मैंने सब कुछ देखा है। तो इसलिए मैं जो वही वेपन रख रहा हूँ, जो वही करेक्टर रख रहा हूँ जो कि यूज़फुल है। बाकी फालतू करेक्टर मैं यूज़ नहीं करने वाला। अब तो मैंने ये सोच लिया है कि बहुत बेइज्जती हो गई थी भाई उस दिन। इतना समझा रहे थे तुम, और फालतू बेवकूफ़ जैसे मुंडी हिला रहा था। हाँ हाँ ठीक है भाई, ऐसे होता है, ऐसे होता है, ऐसे होता है।
This looks like Teijima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
ओके, ये क्या है? रेडन शोगन क्या है? मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, ये क्या है? थोड़ा मुझे बताओ। अगर स्पॉइलर होगा तो उतना मत बताओ, लेकिन फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत तो बताओ, जितना मैं जान सकूं, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं।
So this is the Omamori
अनित गेमिंग
Tejima
अटैक,
wrote
हेलो
about.
ब्रो, हेलो, कैसे हो?
Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Maybe, हो सकता है। Okay, let's go. अरे कितना घुमा रहा है ये? ओ यहीं पे है।
Here we are. This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him
Cadence
in the
Shogun,
village all
Electro
these years.
Archon.
Must
Oh,
be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look.
ओके ओके भाई तुम स्पॉइलर मत दो मुझे, ऐसे ही देखने
A
दो।
letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda
Okay.
Village.
If we become separated during war, go wait for me in Konda village. There will be safe home for us there. Okay.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
पर ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आता भाई, सब गवार है क्या इस गेम में कि सब चीज हम ही को करना पड़ता है? ये ढूंढ के लाओ, ये ढूंढ के उसको दो, ताकि वो समझ पाए कि उसका पहला प्यार कहाँ था, दूसरा प्यार कहाँ है और तीसरा प्यार कहाँ हो सकता है। सारे क्वेस्ट हमें करने पड़ते हैं। जाके ये कपड़े धो के लाओ, जाके वो चड्डी सुखा के लाओ सब रहता है कुछ भी रहता है
I have
इसमें।
no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting, anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her, when I think about it like that? I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here.
हाँ 30 साल से तू भूला हुआ था, याद मैं दिला रहा हूँ। वाह भाई, वाह, देख रहे हो एकदम वर्ड नहीं मिलना मेरे को, क्या बोलने लायक हो इन लोग के। चमन वाले गवार ये लोग, चमन वाले गवार जो होता है ना भाई, 30 साल से भूला हुआ है उसको, और आज मैं याद दिला दिया उसको तो याद आ गया उसको सब 30 साल वाले।
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one
Okay,
who
एक
lost
सेकंड
their
में पढ़ लूँ
vision
पहले
is a
क्या बोला।
samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
सब गवार है, हमको सब करना है। It is the law of this game. Okay bro. Okay, गंशिन एंड शिपी गवार, इसको चावल दो, उसको मीट दो, ये गुड सार लेके जा। ओपी। हाँ भाई सही बोले यार, सही में गुस्सा आती है
Already
कभी कभी।
waited this long. May as well keep waiting.
एक सेकेंड। ओके लेट्स गो, फिर से चलना है, दूसरे पर्सन को ढूंढना है। ओह, फाइंड द नेक्स्ट पर्सन हु लॉस्ट देयर विजन। बस यही ढूंढते रहो, इस गेम में यही है। इसका भी देखना कोई बच्चा उच्चा खो गया होगा या फिर कुछ। Funny story told by Uncle Ramsey. He said he built many countries. Okay, he showed me a lot of, for example, kind of boat you can stow. See all kind of fishes. What on me? Okay. Okay. फालतू चीज, हट। इतना बहुत क्यों करना है तुम लोग को? देखो मैं दिखाता, तुम लोग क्वेस्ट दिखाता, आधे क्वेस्ट तो ऐसे ही रहते हैं। गिव द लेटर ऑफ देखे, आधे लेटर ऐसे ही होते हैं। कुछ नहीं कर सकते, चलो मेन स्टोरी पे ध्यान देते हैं।
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in
Shout out
Inazuma.
please.
The ones
Milu
actually
Chan,
enforcing
shout
the
out to
Vision
you.
Hunt decree.
भाई पहली बार शाउट आउट दे रहा हूँ, ऐसे ही दे पाऊंगा। ओके दे से द ओके।
But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
मारो एक दूसरे को, सर फोड़ो।
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter.
What is your adventure
This
rank?
is Kurosawa. He's a samurai
भाई
and
मेरा
a
अभी
member of
32
the
है।
Shogun's army.
33 है, sorry.
Emergency provisions to the
I am
area, and he's
adventure
the one responsible for distribution.
57
In
minus
the past,
27.
we'd simply ask him for
मेरा
provisions and everything would be delivered.
32 है।
Now,
I am
he
what
suddenly
to reach?
refuses to
Yeah,
give us anything.
56. भाई
He's
मैक्सवेल का
keeping the
32
provisions
नहीं
for
है,
himself.
मैं
I
बता रहा हूँ
just know
मैक्सवेल का
it.
32 नहीं है,
We'll
झूठ बोल रहा
starve
है।
without them.
No one seems to care about us.
भाई वही मुझे गेम
I
सिखा
used
रहा
to think
है, और
Kurosawa
उसका
was a
32 है।
kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Okay. मैक्सवेल का शायद मुझे 56 दिखा था, 57 दिखा था। ये ऑल मोबाइल गेमर मैक्सवेल है, याद रखना गाइस। ये बहुत छुपा रिस्तम आदमी है।
I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth, but we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Okay. Reaching AR 56 is so hard since from 55 the experience will be around 2 lakhs plus. वाह भाई साहब, इतने missions नहीं होंगे. Yes, a lot of XP is required. भाई कह रहा ना भाई, धीरे धीरे ये गेम ना बहुत हार्ड होती जाएगी. हम लोग ऐसे ही बैठे रहेंगे. तुम जैसे बोला ना मिलू चैन ने कि भाई हम लोग 50 साल तक ऐसे ही बैठे रहेंगे, एक गेम खेलते रहेंगे, यहीं इनाजुमा में घूमते रहेंगे. Go and stop the treasure hoarder from the looting of. यही है क्या? हाँ यही है.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Okay, fighting. Fighting time.
Another
Throw my sword.
Freeze!
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this!
Bellowing thunder.
You're open!
बारे मुझे लगा एक क्या मर जाएगा.
Oh, there goes all the Mora! We worked hard to steal that, you know?
Okay.
Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Forget me. Forget it. Tell us all you know about Kurosawa.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew we shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
पिल्ली सी है लेकिन बोलती बहुत
We
ज्यादा है.
redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
इतनी छोटी सी है तब भी इतना बोलती है. किसी से नहीं डरती है क्योंकि हम लोग खड़े हैं ना पीछे, जानती है. यही तो होते हैं भाई. ओके ओके देख ले एक बार. अभी बाकी रीजन भी आएंगे ना बाद में. ओह ऐसा क्या? अभी तो हाँ वैसे तो आएंगे. अभी एक शायद अपडेट 2.4 में एक अपडेट आया है. उसमें शायद इनाजुमा का एक एरिया खुला है शायद, मुझे पता नहीं है. रुको एक सेकंड, इवेंट में ही है वो शायद. एक सेकंड. हाँ ये नाम है एनकोनोमिया. ये एक रीजन खुला है. न्यू एरिया अनलॉक्ड ये आया है, मैंने इवेंट में देखा था. तो ये एक एरिया खुला है और ये तभी होगा जब मैं ये सब कंप्लीट कर लूँगा. तो अभी टाइम है मुझे वहाँ तक जाने में, काफ़ी टाइम है. क्योंकि मैं फिर भटक गया बात करते करते. पंद्रह दिन बाद जॉलिंग आ रहा है, विश करोगे क्या? हाँ भाई करेंगे, क्यों नहीं करेंगे, करेंगे. इस बार मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि थोड़ा मनी वनी लगाएं इसमें, पैसे वैसे लगाएं. लेकिन देखते हैं, या फिर पैसे से हम वो पास लेंगे. पास लेना भी शायद, पता नहीं, पैसे से पास लेना भी पता नहीं यार. देखो कुछ नहीं पता मेरे को मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ. I will take care of it. जल्दी बात कर यार, तुम लोग इतना बात करने में टाइम क्यों लगाते हैं? ओके कहाँ जाना था, यहाँ जाना था. ओके स्टैमिना यहाँ पे कम है इसलिए एक आराम से चलेंगे. वो यहीं पे.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got
I am in
everything you
saving mode,
need.
lost
Can
to
I
weapon
help you
banner.
find something?
वेपन बैनर, वेपन बैनर में भाई मत क्या करो यार विश कभी भी. मैक्सवेल नहीं बोला है मुझे, क्योंकि देखो वेपन बैनर में बैनर से अच्छा है तुम्हें अगर कैरेक्टर बैनर पे अगर करोगे ना तो तुम्हें वेपन भी मिलेगी अच्छी वाली और तुम्हें कैरेक्टर भी अच्छे वाले मिलेंगे. और उससे कैरेक्टर अगर तुम्हारे पास वो पहले से ही है तो तुम्हारी ज़्यादा चांसेस है उसके पावर्स अनलॉक होने के. तो इसलिए मतलब वेपन बैनर में कभी मत किया करो. अगर पैसा ज़्यादा है तब कर सकते हो वेपन बैनर में, लेकिन ऐसे मत किया करो. वेलकम टू. ओके
Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity.
Wow,
Wouldn't you agree?
पैसा
Don't
लेगी.
worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was
2000 more
explicitly
है.
confidential anyway. Oh, let me think.
अगर इंडिया में ऐसा होता ना,
2000
कोई
more
ऐसा
should
बोलता
be a
कि
fair
भाई मैंने
price.
तुमको इसकी जानकारी दी, मुझे 2000 रुपए दे दो, एक झापड़ पड़ता है इधर से,
At least we
दूसरा
now know
झापड़
where
उधर से,
the emergency provisions
लात
are
तो अलग
coming
से ही.
from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
ओके, एक बार देखते हैं क्या लिखा है. अरे मेरे पास ओके, एक सेकेंड, थोड़ा आई एम प्योर एफ फ्री टू प्ले मी टू प्योर फ्री टू प्ले फ्री टू प्ले. भाई मैं भी सोचा था फ्री टू प्ले, लेकिन फिर अगर मुझे गेम में थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस करना है तो मुझे खेलना पड़ेगा भाई, मुझे पैसा थोड़ा लगाना पड़ेगा. बाकी देखते हैं. अरे मेरे पास जियाओ था पहले से, और वेपन बैनर का दोनों वेपन अच्छा है, जियाओ के लिए दोनों में नहीं मिला. सैड बॉय, आई हैव ग्रांटेड इन द कैरेक्टर बैनर सो आई स्टार्टेड सेविंग सो स्लो ना मेको और व्हाट आई डोंट नो, लेट हर गेट कम देन आई विल डिसाइड. ओके देखो भाई, मुझे जितना लगता है कि अगर देखो किसी चीज़ का, किसी कैरेक्टर का वेपन अच्छा है ना, तो भाई लेना पड़ता ही है. क्योंकि मुझे भी, क्योंकि डैमेज नहीं हो पाएगा उसमें, तो अलग से बांधे हो जाएंगे तुम्हारे, खड़े खड़े कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. और जियो काफ़ी अच्छा कैरेक्टर है, मैंने देखा है. यूट्यूब की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, यूट्यूब में देखा है मैंने. मेरे पास नहीं है, मुझे भी जियो चाहिए. लेकिन
Doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Okay.
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice?
बस इसके
Somehow
इसके
those two
बॉडी शेप
words
के हिसाब
seem
से
to
इसकी आवाज़
explain
अच्छी नहीं लग रही है मेरे
everything
को.
now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help
अरे नहीं मेरा जियो
refused
अच्छा है
to
बट फ्लोर
understand
ट्रोल की
me.
वजह से यूज करना
And the
छोड़
irony
दिया.
of all of it is,
ओके तो फ्लोर ट्रोल हो भाई
somehow
तुम.
still
हम
felt sorry when
अभी
threatening
हम
them with
3
my
पे ही अटके
blade.
हैं.
I'm incapable of being a good person,
While
yet
fighting
I'm
bosses because
equally
he-
unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
I'm on
In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
losing a weapon, losing a weapon.
Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
ओके भाई दबा के मिल रहा है यार प्रीमोजम जो कि अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को और काफ़ी हो भी गया है. तो अभी मैं सेव करूँगा थोड़ी देर तक और लगातार दस विश करूँगा. 10 या 4 क्योंकि 4 में गारंटीड है मेरा इसलिए. पता नहीं निकलेगा भी कि नहीं निकलेगा मुझे भी नहीं पता.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you?
Traveler.
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, Accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domo, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away.
Nanako.
He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island.
Whoa.
The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine.
मुझे नहीं लगता.
The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Okay, time नहीं. Talk to Paton. Paton नाम था ना? पता नहीं. अच्छा ये दूसरा दिखा रहा है.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei one of his
मैं तो गया ही नहीं था यहाँ से. 2 ही सेकंड का तो हुआ.
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
काफी अच्छा बेटा है भाई. ओए अबे छुप छुप के बातें सुन रहा है.
Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
और बे
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही दिखा था ना मेरे को.
Bad news,
मुझे अगर
mister.
क्योंकि सारे कैरेक्टर एक ही जैसे लगते हैं इसमें, तो मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ी देर पहले मैं इससे मिला हूँ.
Side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai, yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple.
Nanako is a ghost because it is
Practitioners of
familiar to
Make-Yoshi
Japanese
Sui
ghosts.
art seek to achieve
Hanako.
stillness of mind,
Oh भाई साहब.
freedom from all
भाई डराओ
agitation.
मत यार, मुझे बहुत डर लगता
So
है.
the majority
मैं
of
हॉरर गेम भी
disciples
इसलिए
are
कम
indifferent
खेलता
to
हूँ.
rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
Old man sneaky.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Okay. I think I will try to summon Hanako. It is making भाई तो summon ही क्यों करना? भाई जितना भूत लोग से दूर हो उतना अच्छा है।
You're saying he
किसी
isn't
ने
possessed?
स्कूल में मेरे मैं एक स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ। किसी ने स्कूल में मेरे ये बता दिया था कि स्कूल में भूत भूत घूमते हैं। मतलब हमारे पुराने स्कूल पे कोई मर गया था, वहाँ पे भूत घूमता है। उसके बाद से मैंने स्कूल जाना बंद कर दिया था।
Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
अच्छा, बहुत गंदा जोक था।
I refuse to believe it.
स्कूल जाना
Something's
बंद।
clearly wrong.
बहुत गंदा जोक था ये।
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure
I
to
am only one
recover.
in live stream.
Correct.
No bro,
Lady
चार लोग
Yai
हैं
is most knowledgeable indeed
तुमको मिला के।
and has
तो
abundant
देख रहे हो
experience in the
मतलब कुछ लेकिन
exorcism
बोल
of
नहीं रहे हो
evil
सकता कोई
spirits and aversion of great
कुछ
calamities.
कर रहे हो साथ
I
में।
am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Okay.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples...
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun from her.
Okay. Wait till night. टाइम चेंज करना पड़ेगा। नहीं हो गया। ये कोई जापानीज या चाइनीज आ रहा है। ओ भाई बहुत ऊंचा है। Okay. Same, but I didn't run. I just to go to the at the place and call it once. After that, he replied, "Yeah." इनके बहुत ज़्यादा ऊपर है। This strange entity is known as a thunder sphere. It is a common sight in Inazuma. Character who wield electric power and who are looked after by Inazuma can use it to move around a lightning speed. Oh. एक प्रीमोजेंस मिला पता नहीं क्यों। ये यूज कैसे करते हैं लेकिन? उसमें लिखा था क्या? ये लो गायब हो गया। मैं पढ़ता नहीं हूँ जल्दी। गया। ओ टी का यूज करना है, ओके ओके। ओ समझ गया, मैं समझ गया, टी का यूज करना है तब होगा। पर कैसे, ये तो पकड़ ही नहीं रहा, समझना पड़ेगा। नहीं, शिट, अटक गया, पता नहीं
A reward on the road.
क्योंकि यहीं पे आना था ना, ऊपर जाना है। What the hell? यहाँ पे कुछ अजीब सी शक्तियाँ हैं। यहीं आना था ना? Don't tell me हाँ। पाँच 112 कहाँ ऊपर चढ़ूंगा? तो हेल कहाँ से चढ़ूं? ओ यहाँ से, ओके ओके, समझ गया समझ गया। अरे वो तो ऑन हो गया, ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा फिर?
Is this an answer from this world?
किसी तरह ऊपर पहुंच गए। कितना ऊपर जाना है भाई? भाई मैं देख रहा हूँ कहाँ जाना है मेरे को। ये टूटे कैसे? कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, टूटे कैसे, क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, कुछ नहीं। हायर हायर होकर ठीक है, ऊपर चलना है। मैं चढ़ता चला जा रहा हूँ मैं पागलों जैसे। What the hell? ये भालू हरामी चेस्ट के बदले मुझे मूली दे दिया और पत्ता गोभी दे रहा है। और कहाँ जाना है यार? रुक जो यहाँ बीटल एक ले लेते हैं। ओके एवरीथिंग इज गुड। मैंने कुछ नहीं किया। अभी तू जाके पूजा करने लगा। ओके चलो अच्छा, मैंने यहाँ पर टेलीपोर्टेशन पॉइंट खोल दिया। अब मुझे बार बार सीढ़ी नहीं चढ़नी पड़ेगी।
No, let me try again.
गो टू दो। ओके यही है क्या? शाइन मेडन। ओ पीछे है। ओके
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally
तो किस तरह
descended
का
into
hallucination हो रहा है?
madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back
बाजू में
desperately against his predicament,
इलेक्ट्रो करना
it does nothing
है
to prevent
उसको।
his descent into the depths. As
इलेक्ट्रो
for what
करना
has triggered this change,
है उसको
I
टच
believe
करो।
it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as the...
Lady Ai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world.
ये विलन लग रही है मुझे
It
थोड़ा
requires
थोड़ा।
one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the
adaptive
best
है
made
ये।
it possible for him to rise above the
Electro।
pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of... I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it.
एक collector tree
But I
हो,
do know what
छोटे
it feels
size
like
का
to have your
उसमें एक
ambitions
electro thing
crushed.
रहता है, उसको
That's what happened on the
electro
day
गन्ना
that
बोलते
you
हैं.
so effortlessly
electro गन्ना को
defeated me.
character carry कर सकते
So,
हैं.
just as I once
It
placed my ambitions
helps
onto
in
you,
teleportation.
it is time for you to release yours into
And
their
to go
custody.
through electro shield.
You are not in the same position that I was.
Okay.
When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life. This is my promise.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
चलो. Finally.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Okay. अरे
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Ai seems to have taken a real interest in you.
कि वो शायद कोई
She
बुढ़िया
seems
थी,
super
हम लोग को चैड बोल के
mysterious.
चली गई।
Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
ओके, कि यहाँ पे दो इलेक्ट्रो वाले हैं, इलेक्ट्रोकुलस, तो उसको ले लेते हैं। नहीं पे है ना, इसके ऊपर है वो रहा, पर इसके ऊपर जाएंगे कैसे?
Lightning flash! Surely that child isn't flocking off.
एक और है यहाँ पे कहीं है। मुझे नहीं दिख रहा है यार, यहाँ पे कहाँ है?
Lightning flash!
थांकू वीड। ये क्या कोई ग्लिच है क्या ये? क्योंकि मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है, नीचे है क्या? मुझे लगा ग्लिच है ये कुछ, क्योंकि दिखता ही नहीं है ये। कहाँ जाना है? वापस जाना है। एक यहाँ भी दिखा रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ वाला दिख नहीं रहा मेरे को। देखो ग्लिच लग रहा है मुझे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे है ही नहीं। अरे आवाज आ रही है यहीं कहीं, लेकिन दिख नहीं रहा है। ओह शिट मैन, इतना अच्छा मैं चढ़ा था। चढ़ जा मेरी माँ। देख लो यहीं कहीं जमा करा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा। पता नहीं कहाँ क्या।
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
ओके
Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
एनिमेशन आ गया तो इसका मतलब कुछ फाइनली अपना थोड़ा दिखा रही है. हेलो मिस आयाका.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both.
अरे ये
face to
तो वही
face.
कैरेक्टर है ना स्नो वाली. ओके
I've heard
हाँ
all about how you
वही
helped
चीज
our
मैं
three
सोचूं. उसका
friends.
नाम सुना सुना
My
लग रहा है.
sincerest thanks to you.
कामिजातो आयाका. Actually we didn't really help at all.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my
देखा
friends.
देखा देखा मैंने बोला था
As you
ना.
will observe, I dispensed
जापानीज
with
लोग में
screen for
ट्रेडिशन
Toma
होता है कि जब
also.
तक सामने वाला जाने ना दूसरे को तो अपना शक्ल नहीं दिखाते हैं.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Okay, alright then. Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential...
Okay. Thank you once again. Okay, फिर घुमा ले गए लोग.
Here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun? Oh, god है Raiden Shogun. Okay, अब मुझे समझ में आया तुम लोग किस चीज़ पे बात कर रहे थे. Okay, is no one else fighting the vision and disease? Have you raised a formal appreciation of
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of
No, I have no
absolute
business in
authority.
Inazuma. I will not
But as
help.
I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense,
Okay.
of course, we have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately,
भाई ये मतलब
each
नहीं
time
समझा
a
मैं आई
proposal
नो
to
बिजनेस
repeal the decree arrives
किस
at
चीज़ पे बोल रहे हो ये
Tenchikaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
अरे कौन है ये विजन
Coming to
डन
terms with that is
विजन
already a
हंट
difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people
ओह
out there
आया क्या
who
पूछे
can
ना
make
कि I will
Don't underestimate the talents
कि
of the
will you
craftspeople of
help
Hanamizaka.
us fighting
To the
the
naked
vision
eye,
hunt disease
their
तो मैंने बोला
counterfeits are
मेरे कोई काम
indistinguishable
नहीं
from the
इधर
genuine article.
अच्छा must have been where Venti went
The problem we are facing right now is that Master
भाई मैं सोचा किस बात पे
Masakatsu,
बोले हो
who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
वैसे ये लोग तो ऐसे ही बोलते रहेंगे यार इन लोग क्योंकि जानते हो यार ये लोग गवाह हैं ये लोग हर एक चीज में हम लोग घुसेड़ देते हैं हर एक चीज में जो कि अच्छी बात नहीं है यार ये गेम को लंदी बना रही काफी ज्यादा
But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
He has saved many others. It is only right that he should be saved too.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
So you offloading that job to me?
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family.
कहीं तो भेजोगी
You will find someone who can help you.
कहीं तो भेजेगी वही चीज़ है ना पता नहीं किस फैमिली को देखने के लिए भेज रही है और वो फैमिली भी बोलेगी कि अरे मेरा ये काम कर दो इसके मैं बताऊंगी तुम्हें कहाँ जाना है कैसे करना है क्या करना है क्यों करना है ओके ये यहाँ पे चाय पिएगी हम लोग काम करें इनका वेरी गुड हाँ वो क्या है और तू क्या कर रहा है तू भी कुछ काम कर खड़ा होकर पता नहीं देख रहा है मेरे को ओके इधर जाना है चलो ज़्यादा दूर नहीं है तो सही है
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me.
8174760110. This is my UID. भाई तुम मुझे इस वाली मेरा जो UID है उसमें तुम मुझे फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भेज दो, मैं ऐड कर लूँगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। तुम मुझे
If
अभी
you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the
अभी
vision
टाइप
hunt
करना
decree,
पड़ेगा। अभी
then
मैं
you
स्टोरी के
better
बीच
think
में फिर
again.
टाइप करना पड़ेगा मुझे,
Believe
रुक के ना।
me, you're not the
मैं
first
भूल
of
जाता
your
हूँ,
kind
मुझे याद
we've
दिला देना
encountered,
फिर
and
अगर
we've seen the same
ऐसी बात है तो।
unpleasant outcome time after
नहीं
time.
तो तुम भी भेज दो भाई,
You'd
मैं ऐड
best
कर
save
लूँगा,
yourself
तुरंत
the
ऐड कर लूँगा।
trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
ओके, एक सेकंड में मैं आया, एक सेकंड में मैं आया। मुझे लगी है बहुत ही इमरजेंसी वाली चीज़ लगी है, एक सेकंड में आया। तो तुम लोग यही देखो, पाइमोन को देखो उड़ते हुए। ओके गाइस, आई एम बैक। आ गया ना, आवाज़ आ रही है ना? हाँ, ठीक। सॉरी, जाना पड़ा था, लग जाती है यार कभी कभी, क्या कर सकते हैं। तो एक सेकेंड, ओके लेट्स गो।
Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our
वो
attention.
वो वाली कैरेक्टर,
Come on, this way.
अरे ये काफ़ी ओपी कैरेक्टर है भाई।
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait.
Pyrovision.
You do have a vision.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
शक्ल देखो इसको.
That's quite the introduction.
Cute लग रही है यार.
Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just merged straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Okay. ओके यहाँ से पास पड़ेगा. अरे इतनी छोटी जगह, पतली जगह में नहीं घुस पा रही है. अरे ओह ठीक है, चल सकते हैं अंदर. लेकिन हाँ ठीक है. किया को लिए हैं.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? All right then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
बहुत लड़ना पड़ेगा.
Take this.
Oh, so sorry.
shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got!
Go!
Dodge this!
Yatsuma, get them!
Don't hold back!
What?
Allow me. Just like that.
Not good. Let me weave you a verse.
इसको मारना जरूरी है.
Rain outlines your fate.
नाइस यार. मारे तो अच्छा खासा. कोई चेस्ट वेस्ट नहीं है क्या यहाँ पे?
Time to act.
Who goes there? Freeze!
Lightning flash! At the frying pan!
Frostbite.
I've lost.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
कोई मार रहा.
Race you! These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
You must withdraw.
ओके यहाँ पे चेस्ट है. रुक जाओ.
Teach me a
Know
lesson.
my sword.
Cool it.
Boba, get them!
Watch your
Witness the
step.
power of Gugwa.
Bellowing thunder!
Dodge this. This one will be frozen in time. Get them.
Nice and spicy!
Cool it. I must withdraw. Allow me. Just push your luck.
ओ नहीं.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this. Soldiers, quick!
At the frying pan, it's
Cool it. I need to
Don't get frostbite.
train harder.
eat this!
Dodge this. Don't hold back. I think I've lost.
Genshin और Xiling are good. भाई वही दोनों यूज कर रहा हूँ मैं. कि मुझे काफ़ी इंटेंस वाला बजाए है, लेकिन विलन उतना इंटेंस नहीं है. ठीक ठाक है.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
पर नीचे क्या था? ओ यही था. ओके ठीक है. नहीं नहीं मतलब यहाँ पे क्या था? ओ ये ऊपर वाला रास्ता है. यहाँ चेस्ट है भाई, तो मैं कहूँ ये लिया क्यों नहीं मैंने। ओके अब चल सकते हैं। अभी मुझे कुछ मिला है, तैर रहा मेरे। अरे यार मेरे साथ ही तैर रहा है।
Brace yourselves. Ring cutter.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Watch your step.
Cool it!
I'll spare nothing.
Nice and spicy.
निकल 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 निकल।
Train harder.
Freeze!
Booba, get the...
Cool it! I must withdraw. Dodge this.
Allow me to strike first.
This moment will be frozen in time.
I've been bested.
What's the hurry?
कुछ भूलना नहीं चाहता यार।
Free. Dodge this. Cool it. I must withdraw.
ओह इसके लिए था। ओके जी जी आई एम बैक। हेलो क्या फंस गया।
What's the hurry?
ओके पहुंच गए।
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
What the hell? कौन आ गया?
Ma'am,
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Meda.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him.
Why?
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
आवाज हो गई.
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
What?
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It
Oh,
sounded
उसकी power
like
है.
fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry.
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Okay, let's go.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose. They could be back any minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
Okay.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
कि जल्दी जल्दी कंप्लीट करते हैं इसको.
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question.
Oh, bhai
In
sahab.
her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts, and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway,
Go to
with
the
the
wall
Tenryou
behind the
Commission
honor
busy
dog.
with
गया हूँ bro, गया
preparations,
हूँ.
we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
18,000
You
18,000
do
कुछ मिला है
present
मुझे
a good
मोरा
point.
और कुछ
Being in a constant
बीटल
state
मिले
of
हैं.
alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose? Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait.
Okay.
Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put any... This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did. I think my luck has already taken. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and...
Yes. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to... I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a secret.
Sure, why
Okay.
not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules.
मैं
I'll
इसलिए
see you
skip
all
कर रहा हूँ
later.
क्योंकि मुझे ये लोग फालतू बात कर रहे हैं। और बस पढ़ के ही पता चल रहा है ये लोग फालतू बात कर रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं बार-बार इसको skip कर रहा हूँ। ओके, फाइनली कंप्लीट हुआ। ओके, अब ये क्वेस्ट बाद में होगा। कंप्लीट द कैसिनो एक्ट 1, ओके, एंड एक्ट 2, ओके। तो 2 क्वेस्ट आए हैं। चैप्टर एक्ट 1 ये कौन सा है? ओके, ये है। और गुरु करके कुछ है। ट्रू ट्रेजर, गुरु। ओ भाई, सब कुछ ज़्यादा ही है। अब तो लोग भर दिए हैं भाई। गुरु नेशन करके कुछ है क्या? मतलब ये करना है ना? पक्का ये करना है ना? हाँ, ये करना है।
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance, but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintance. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want? Do you need us to find her?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter. Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us. We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help.
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
All right, sounds good.
ओ ये अब दी है, ओके समझ गया। ये अब दी है अपना क्वेस्ट, जो इसका क्वेस्ट है इसने अब दिया है करने के लिए कि ये करो। पर ये दिख नहीं रहा है कहाँ पे है ये। मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या करे पहले। Let ever be like I need to find a brother, so what the hell। भाई बहुत कुछ करवा रहे हैं यार ये लोग। आ रही चीज़ तो मुझे समझ ही में नहीं आ रही क्या कैसे करना है। कैथरीन ये भी बिछड़ी हुई बहन है इसकी।
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
मुझे पता है तू यही बोलेगी। चलो ये ले लेते हैं। इसके बाद 35 होने वाला है मेरा एडवेंचर रैंक।
Ad Astra
What the hell? ये दिखा क्यों नहीं रहा है? It means you have to do Ayaka and story quest to get the main story. हाँ वो तो मुझे समझ में आ गया, लेकिन ये तो दिखा रहा है, ये वाला कहाँ गया? ओ ये रहा, ओके ओके ठीक है, मैं ये नहीं पढ़ा। ओके ये रहा, ठीक है। चलो इन लोगों को जल्दी जल्दी कंप्लीट करते हैं। ज़्यादा टाइम तो नहीं लगेगा ना, 1 घंटा लगेगा, 1 घंटा या आधा घंटा, पता नहीं।
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of
ज़्यादा बड़ा है
customs.
क्या? अगर ज़्यादा
Each
बड़ा है तो
season
भाई मैं
brings its
इसको
own
स्किप कर रहा हूँ
festival,
फिर।
and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order.
जो कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे फिर, अगर ज़्यादा बड़ा है तो।
While festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion?
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look.
हम लोग को कोई ड्रेस मिल जाए मज़ा आ जाए यार।
Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, Greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to...
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be... Oh, it's Miss Kamisato. You'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
कोई बताओ यार ज़्यादा बड़ा है क्या?
If you could.
स्टोरी इसकी.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra textiles and kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate, as you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold
Maybe I should
indefinitely.
increase the number of
But
friends.
of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric...
Well, you could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices.
Tender
They're
long
not
so you
the
can escape.
cheapest.
Okay, तू ज़्यादा ही
In
बड़ा है
times
तो मैं
like
कैसे
these,
कल
though,
करता हूँ फिर
we're
ठीक है?
lucky to even have an option of
ये
getting a hold of the things we want in the
मैं कल
first
करता हूँ
place.
क्योंकि 4 घंटे की वैसे ही स्ट्रीम हो जाएगी तो मैं चाह नहीं रहा हूँ 4 घंटे की हो.
Is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's
तो
thing,
4-5 घंटे की हो जाएगी तो फिर
retail
जो ऑफलाइन देखते हैं उनको दिक्कत होती है ना,
It looks
तो
like
वो
that
इतना
will be
लंबा
our
लंबा
next
स्ट्रीम
stop.
देखते नहीं है इसीलिए.
Thank you ever so much.
बाकी मुझे
We
कोई
will be
दिक्कत
back
नहीं, मैं
once
तो
we've
बैठा
acquired the
रहूँगा,
fabric.
खेलता रहूँगा, स्टोरी सुनता रहूँगा.
In the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
हाँ मेरे लिए ड्रेस बोल दे, मेरे लिए ड्रेस बोल दे.
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Goodbye for now.
कब से
Traveler
यही पहन के
Paimon,
घूम रही है ना, इसीलिए
try
मैं
to
सोच
look
रहा
at
हूँ
the
इसके इसको
International
कुछ
Trade
नया ड्रेस मिल जाएगी
Association.
ना, ऐसे ही मतलब गेम वाले दे दे फ्री में तो मज़ा आ जाएगा.
I do hope you man.
ओके मैं इसे बाद में करता हूँ, ठीक है? मैं इसे कल कंटिन्यू करता हूँ. आज मज़ा आया वैसे, काफ़ी मज़ा आया और आगे भी आता रहेगा मज़ा. एक सेकंड, कमीशन मिशन खोला है कोई इनाजुमा का. ओके मैंने कैथरीन से बात कर ली ना इसलिए. ओके ओके गाइस, ये चीज़ हम लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में. और देखे कितना प्रीमो जेम्स है मेरे पास. एक बार विश करके देखे कुछ मिलता है नहीं. अगर मेरे पास मुझे 4 विश करनी, 4 विश में मेरा गारंटीड है, तो मे भी शायद 4 नहीं हो पाएगा. तो मैं इसको सेव कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? मैं इसको कल कंटिन्यू करूँगा, कल ही विश कर लूँगा आते ही, और कल थोड़ा ऑफलाइन भी खेलूँगा इसको. बाकी देखते हैं, ठीक है? इंजॉय की स्क्रीन आ रही है शायद भाई, वो देखेंगे. मैं देखता हूँ मैं, ठीक है? तब तक के लिए चाप्स. अगर लाइव स्ट्रीम पसंद आए लाइक कर देना, सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर लो यार, क्यों बैठे हो. तो मैं मिलता हूँ आप लोगों को कल गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के साथ. हो सकता है मैं रात में आऊँ, लेकिन रात में हो सकता है मैं कुछ और खेलूँ. बार बार मैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट खेलूँगा तो बाकी जो हैं तो हो सकता है मैं कुछ और खेलूँ अगर रात में आता हूँ तो, या फिर चेस खेलूँगा या फिर प्रॉप नाइट खेलूँगा, कुछ देखते हैं. तब तक के लिए चाप्स. अगर लाइव स्ट्रीम पसंद है लाइक कर देना, सब्सक्राइब कर देना चैनल को अगर अभी तक नहीं किया तो. मैं मिलता हूँ आप लोग को गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम में. तब तक के लिए चाप्स, लव यू ऑल, टेक केयर एंड गुड बाय. बाय टाटा यार, सी यू.